Shroud ran a tournament that may be our best preview of Marvel Rivals Ignite for the Americas, and the sideburns for that, as well as the open qualifiers, begin this week. I am Tetcher, and welcome to the Rivals Esports Recap. Welcome to the Rivals Esports Recap, your home for all your Marvel Rivals Esports needs. I'm your host Tetcher, saying thank you everyone who has supported the show thus far. You can help it grow more by ringing that notification bell so YouTube actually tells you when it comes out. I've got a lot of people saying that they never even knew that this video existed from last week. So you can also help by liking the video, leaving a comment, or sharing it with your friends. With that out of the way, let's get into the news from the last week. A small correction from last week, as it seems I missed the fact that Fight Night has expanded into China, with their Week 2 version of the titular format taking place last Tuesday, with a prize of 2,000 Chinese yuan, which is about $277 give or take. Some familiar names in the world of esports took place, with the Season 1 winners of MRC and the Marvel Rivals Invitational for China, OUG, taking a 2-0 first place over Taiyun Gaming, with SLZZ coming in third and eHome taking fourth. With the lack of English coverage, China has become a mystery dark horse for the upcoming Marvel Rivals Ignite, with many wondering how they will perform internationally. Make sure to subscribe to stay in the loop. Moving to the West now with this Thursday's Fight Night, with the EMEA side doing its best impression of MLC Season 0, with the three teams being Virtus Pro, Team 1 and 0%. Virtus Pro, though, continued their domination over the EMEA scene with another 3-0 victory in the finals over Team 1, taking home $1,000. As for the America side, it was once again stacked, with the newly formed Team Envy facing a trial by fire versus 100 Thieves, and the current Fight Night champions, Shrouds. With every game going the full 5 games, it was a real showcase of how strong the competition in the Americas is at the moment, but in the end, 100 Thieves beat Shrouds in the finals. The Americas is not the same two-horse race we covered in Season 0, as the gap has clearly closed to the top of the pack. Speaking of the Americas, the 10-Axe Rebirth Circuit concluded with Sentinels taking the crown and their share of the $1,200 prize. Boom Crew took second, with Solaris and Rivals 7 in third and fourth. These teams are nipping at the heels of the front of the pack, heading into Ignite and MRC. And continuing still with the Americas, we head to the Cozyverse Cash Cup number 5, where Steam Engines were able to take the win over Future Talent. Congratulations to them. Another creator tournament was run this week, with the Shroud Gauntlet taking place on Saturday, but this time it was pro teams instead of creators, including the arrival of Gen G onto the scene with a stacked roster for anyone who's been following the Asia Games, especially my coverage of the Asia scene. We have Cadia, Chopper, Fun, and more. This team is stacked, but they weren't able to overcome the server difference though, with the final 3 coming down to the American teams of Sentinels, 100 Thieves, and Envy, the last of which were able to avenge their defeat earlier in the week, with Envy taking out 100 Thieves in the grand final in a 3-0, getting revenge from the lower bracket after being sent there by 100 Thieves. I'm sensing a rivalry brewing. Envy took home the $25,000 of the 50k prize pool. In South America, we had 2 tournaments this weekend, with Exit Lag having Champs 2 and 3 taking place. The winner was the same though, with, and I'm sorry if I pronounced this wrong, Ke Resina beating out Fomizu on Saturday and Infs Esports on Sunday, taking home a total of 2,200 Brazilian Real, or just under $400 USD. Now that I pronounced all those names incorrectly, let's move on to what's coming up this week. The Vanguardian League Season 2 qualifier number 3 is approaching this Sunday, with teams like UKN, Arrival 7, and Zero Tenacity. The matches should be fun to watch. It is a wonderful independent production and is definitely worth checking out. Link, as always, for all these stories is in the description. The Respawn Events Marvel Rivals Arena 2, still a mouthful, continues to chug along, with some leaders starting to emerge. Here are the groups as they currently stand. The $600 winner-takes-all Marvel Rivals tournament takes place this Saturday, with 9 lives and the Illegals waiting in the winners' semi-finals for the winners of B-Listic versus Disfigured and F40 versus the Big Green Gooning crew, respectively. Make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get back here next week for the results. And finally, the Marvel Rivals Ignite Open qualifiers begin this week, We don't know any of the signed up teams yet, but you can expect an incredible set of games, which, if the replays are public, I will be bringing you right here on this channel. If we hit 5,000 subs before that, I may well even be doing some on stream, so make sure you subscribe for that. And make sure to follow the Twitch in the description below. And that's it. Due to some personal stuff, the news will be a few days late next week, so make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you can get it when it is released. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure to leave a like and a comment. Share it with others who like esports, and then sit back, relax, and enjoy the clip of the week. I've been Tetcher, and thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what a grab.
Yeah, does that. Meanwhile, Vest tried the shutdown
Oh
down.
my god.
Oh my word. The flick. The baits. He's like, oh,
holy shit.
Snap turns to the right and just sends Amazing back to spawn. That was dirty out of Vest.
That was probably the coolest Magneto ult I've ever seen.
Invested here, but Light still in the back line.